In the 70s, as Elvis's celebrity status falls, his prescription drug habit rises. Out of step with the current culture, Presley gravitates towards the law and order policies of the Nixon administration, which leads him to the White House on December 21st, 1970.
The story is unbelievable. That meeting wasn't planned. They just drove up to the White House, got to that gate, and he just like, I want to see, Mr. Nixon. And they're like, what's going on? And he's like, it's Elvis. Just tell him it's Elvis.
There was Elvis standing in the White House with his velvet suit on and his low-cut shirt and his gold and diamond belt buckle. Richard Nixon looked at him and said, that's quite a getup you got there, boy. And Elvis Presley said, you have your show, Mr. President, and I have mine.
Elvis basically crashed his way into the White House and started talking about law and order. He was fairly incoherent because he was pretty stoned.
Well, he was doing an enormous amount of drugs, and his behavior got more and more erratic and strange.
And then he starts going through President Nixon's desk, just opening up drawers, like, what you got here? I like this pen, putting it in his pocket.
I think Nixon recognized that Elvis was not playing with a full deck.
But the drug-addled king has a clear agenda, and it has everything to do with other people's drugs.
He wanted Richard Nixon to give him this job where he could be a drug czar of sorts and use his celebrity to really infiltrate the hippies.
Saying, I want to be your minion, President Nixon. Use me, use my ability to save the youth of America from the ravages of drugs.
And it was ironic because Elvis was always high. It wasn't as if this was a sober man doing this.
I don't think that he thought the drugs he was taking were illegal drugs. He wasn't snorting coke and he wasn't shooting heroin or anything like that. They were prescription drugs. So he thought he was fine. The doctor gave it to him.
Nixon awards Elvis a badge from the Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs, and to commemorate the occasion, takes one of the most famous photos in music history. But is this merely another celebrity photo op, or something else?
I think he wanted to be in the DEA. I think he wanted to help Nixon.
There's no truth whatsoever that I know of that Nixon ever entertained it as anything real.
Elvis believed that, he deserved that badge and he could live above and beyond the law. So he can carry guns anywhere he wants, takes drugs anywhere he wants.
How many people could have gone to the White House and said, I'm going to go to the President of the United States and I'm going to become an agent? And they created a position for him to be an agent at large, to give him this badge. So Elvis Presley would have been a perfect spy because he's Elvis Presley. He could have gotten away with anything.
In 1974, Nixon resigns in the wake of the Watergate scandal. 3 years later, Elvis shockingly dies of a drug-induced heart attack, forever sealing the mystery of what really happened in that 1970 meeting.
Music's greatest mysteries, all new Sunday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, only on Access TV.